welcome back. Lisa and I are with the wonderful Uno, who is a rising star in the culinary world here in Dallas. She recently competed on the hit ABC show, The Taste, and she's back here with us, whipping up something delicious, and guess what? It's lobster.
In butter and garlic.
Oh, my
Sign me
gosh.
up. And so you are, we'll talk about this dish in just a second as you're preparing, but you are getting ready to open your first pop-up restaurant.
I am.
Tell everyone what
Well, we're getting ready to open a restaurant called Chino's in Trinity Groves, the new incubation project with Phil Romano. And so to kind of tease folks with our food, we're doing a pop-up restaurant. So we're doing that at the end of the month at the Crossroads Diner, which is close to your house. So I expect to see you there.
Yeah, I will. When does that start again?
It's going to be January. April 27th is when the date is, and so we'll get some details out on the Uno and Manavong Facebook site or on Foodie Couture.
Okay. And so as a pop-up, you just kind of, do you take over just a little part of their restaurant
We do. So what happens is Crossroads only serves breakfast and lunch, and so we're going to take it over for dinner. So Chef Fleming is so generous to kind of offer his space up, and so it'll be there for one night, and then the next day it's gone.
And fantastic breakfast place, by the way.
Walnut Hill and 75.
Walnut Hill and 75, and it's okay. And all right, now I'm placing where
it's right next to the Cedars Mediterranean place.
Yes,
yeah. You can go to Lisa's house, and you guys can drive together to the pop-up.
So what are you making for us today?
We are making a butter poached lobster spring roll, and people get so intimidated by spring rolls, and this is going to be on the pop-up menu. So you get these spring roll papers, rice papers, so people that have celiacs can use this, and you just dip it in a little water.
What'd you say, celiac?
Well, it's all gluten-free, right?
Yes, it's all gluten-free. Well, and this pasta is soba noodles. It's made out of wheat, but there's no allergies to it, so it's kind of deceiving. But you can take it out if you're kind of worried about it. So all we're doing is dipping this into some warm water, and if you over dip it, it's going to be too soggy. So I'm going to give you guys each some.
Yeah, this is, I think if you see it, it looks like a piece of plastic, and you wonder if it's edible, but this is just the rice paper that you see on the spring rolls.
And then we're putting on...
this is a mango... There's Swiss chard, there is some kale in there, baby kale in there. So, I mean, this is actually a really...
Spinach, maybe?
A little spinach, yeah. I'm just dressing this a little bit for you guys because it's a little bitter. And we have this mango dressing. The recipe is going to be posted on DTV soon. And so what I'm going to have you guys do is just put a little bit of this right at the end here.
Okay. A little bit of this right at the end.
Yep.
So what have you been doing since the taste? Just keeping busy planning the restaurant?
We have been so busy. Yeah, we planned the restaurant. It's kind of a surreal moment. We were talking earlier, and the restaurant's supposed to open maybe in like July or August, but that's going to come by before we know it. So I've just been working on that. We're looking at doing a spice line, doing some equipment that's branded with Chef Uno on there. So it's been just a phenomenal ride.
So you're not busy at all.
Do you have investors? When you decide, now I know that may be personal, but when you decide to come up with a restaurant, you've got to have some investors or somehow to get that starter money.
Absolutely. So Phil Romano is actually the investor in the first restaurant in Chino's, so it's part of that incubation piece of it. And so his whole idea is if it becomes successful, we can actually create another one and kind of do what he did with
That is such a great program that he's doing down there for especially young chefs.
What you're going to layer on here is some jicama. So jicama is right there. I diced that up for you guys. Or made of matchsticks.
Jicama and carrots and all of it?
Yes.
Okay.
So some jicama, some mangoes, some carrots. This is some pears. I love that sweetness in there. And then the soba noodles. I'm going to put some herbs on top and then layer it with a ton of lobster.
Oh, we're going to do the noodles inside it too?
Yes. That's the best part.
How can we make it small so we can get it in our mouth?
How would you describe your food, your cuisine? What's the restaurant going to be like?
It's going to be Asian and Latin food together. And so we are creating the menu now. I think I worked until about midnight last night trying to create fusions of things. And so I was telling my partner, I thought, it may sound good on paper, but we still got to make it. So from this point on, I'm going to be in the kitchen like every single weekend experimenting different recipes. And so thankfully I have great clients that trust me when I go and cook for them, because I do some catering on the side as well, that they will allow me to do.
How does Asian
and this is cilantro that you're putting on, right?
How does Asian and Mexican food or Spanish food merge? How does it marry?
There are so many similarities because there's cilantro in there. There's a lot of herbs in there. It's a really flavorful and robust when you think about the flavor profile, and it's a little spicy, right? So I use Thai chilies. Asian people, I mean, and Latin folks probably use a little jalapeno, but I would say that it's just an easy combination. It's a great marriage in there.
Okay, put that lobster on there and let's
roll this up.
My mouth is literally watering.
I just love lobster. This is too.
Let me put more on there.
This is actually a really easy thing to make at home, isn't it?
It is. And so if you don't have lobster, you can actually put in, you know, chicken, rotisserie chicken or fish or steak or anything you want. So this is the tricky part.
Okay, the magic way to roll it, show us.
You're gonna pull this up, and it's kind of, it's a little tender, right? So you gotta tuck it underneath just like this, and just, it's gotta get in there like a Chipotle burrito, just like this. You got it? And then you're gonna roll the sides.
And it stretches, it doesn't.
Yes, you're gonna roll at least once and then pull the sides in, and then.
I could have pulled the sides in quicker.
Oh, yum.
Like that?
And then I cut it on a bias just like this. That's perfect. So it looks kind of pretty.
And I love this because it's kind of got a pasty thing to it, so it doesn't flop open like you would a tortilla or something.
And I love it because it's healthy.
It is so healthy. And then
girls, come in
put
here.
A little dressing on here.
Yeah, this over here.
And then the other piece of this is I make my own sriracha, and so this will be part of the.
That's hot now.
It's really this is homemade sriracha. I'm just putting like a little dab on there if you want it, because this is part of the restaurant piece of it.
This looks so good.
And it's actually ready to enjoy.
Well, wait a minute. What are we doing with that?
The leftover lobster. What are we doing with that?
That's for taste testing.
Here, girls. One for each of you.
Delicious.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna taste the one Susie made.
Thank you.
There's no cucumber in this?
No, I did that on
just
purpose.
as pretty.
Thank you.
It's
Corey's allergic to cucumber.
Cucumber, watermelon, cantaloupe, honey, everything.
Come
I
on,
made
we'll
sure to
dip
leave
together.
those things off for you.
Okay.
We're gonna
Oh
fatten
my
you
gosh.
up.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, the buttery lobster with the mango. That is so fresh.
This is so good.
Thank you.
What a good summer recipe.
It is. It's springtime. It's good for the waistline.
It's delicious.
You know, besides the butter.
And this will be on your new menu that we can.
It's going to be on the new menu. It's also going to be on the pop-up menu at the end of the month.
All right. You can find out more by going to foodiecouture.com. And we'll be right back. And you can find out all about the pop-up restaurant at Crossroads on Walnut Hill, end of the month for that. So excited, can't wait.